his hands on it. Highlanders come out with it.
Great pass.
They need some stops on defense, no question about it. They got to stop the bleeding on the offensive end from the Highlanders. Keith backs his man in, and he does a great job. I'll bring it right back the other way, and that's picked off. An errant pass from Christie, and stepping into it was Keith. And then into the lane, the foul is caught for Keith. Keith being watched there by Christie, takes it strong to the rim and gets it to go. And that is good, strong play there from Shaquille.
Your leading scorer on the season is out of your lineup.
And Keith, much to the delight of the Highlanders bench, hits from the corner for three. Christie was a bit of both there. Inside to Keith. Keith puts a shoulder down, off glass, and in.
This is a nice, there's some amazing matchups on the floor right now. So Booker, Woodfox, and McCullough.
And Keith inside to Fraser.
So we'll see how that does.
Here's Keith. No worse for that big fall moments ago. Takes it hard to the rack and in.
Keith into the paint.
Good second effort. Great job by Keith.
And there's the and one. Shaq Keith will go to the line. Woodfox behind the back to Keith. And he'll get the and one.
From our vantage point, it looked like it might have been.
Oh my goodness! To Shaq Keith. He'll get the screen from Walker. Nice fake, and the hook shot is good. Crafty move there from Shaq Keith. Warren Ward and Thomas have 13, and Springer has 11. And here's Keith using Luby's screen. Nice spin move. And a really great finish there from Shaq Keith. Good thing to teach to your kids if you're a coach.
Is it?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it, but it's effective. Kicks it out. Shaq Keith, the three is good. Thanks for the great commentating. Appreciate the good feedback there, Chantel.
Forces up the jumper, couldn't get it to go, and good defense.
37 points in the first half, 43 points with 9 minutes to go. Boom. Shaq. He's looking for a three, and he gets it to fall. Shaq Keith.
Here come the Express on the charge. Finds Bennett. Goes around O'Corey. Back out to Keith. Open three. He's got it. Rebounded by Thomas, and Bennett will lead the offense. DeAndre Thomas slows down and finds Shaquille Keith inside. Indeed, as Shaquille Keith inside and gets the layup in traffic. With 7:50 to go here in this first half. Shaquille Keith driving in, and he's got the layup.
Going all over on him.
They're challenging him big time as Keith. Last game, as Duncan trying to get the layup inside, passes it out to Keith for three. He's got it.
Keith steps into a three. And a long triple for Shaq Keith. Turns it over. Shaq Keith posts up for three.
34 points now in the paint as Shaq Keith finishes at the rim.
And if I'm president of the Russell Bird fan club, you hold that position in the Cordell Genty fan club.
Yeah, I love, you know what, Dave? I love my classic Miracle Express. There's Shaquille Keith
down the middle. Scoreless on the night is Maurice, but he's dropped 4 dimes and been in control of things when he's been out there, and a really pretty look from Shaquille Keith.
Offensive play, letting everybody else get control of the ball.
Shaq Keith on the run, spin move, and scores off glass. Shaq Keith on the bounce, gets it to fall, and Blakeney down the floor. Tried to pass it out, but it's tipped away by Shaq Keith. On the run, here comes Shaq Keith for two.
Express players were too late on the switch. The weak side helped out. Hello, Keith.
Hello!
First half, Jones turns the corner, kicks it out. The extra skip pass to Ward, gets it over to Shaq Keith. This one looks like it's good, and it's nothing but net.
Phillips was ready to shoot that one that time, unable to convert. This is Keith, should be throwing it up ahead to Giroux, and that's going to be an easy one for Giroux on the fast break. Haven't heard much from Warren Ward on the offensive end. Giroux giving it back underneath to Keith. Royce White trying to keep the little guy in control. But I'm talking about Jones. Maybe little in stature, but big in play. And Keith with the big offensive board again. Anderson. He gets the ball back. Oh, and a great defensive block. Perfectly timed by Keith.
Jones flips it up. Stutz was open. Fighting on the pump fake into the corner. Keith for three. Puts it in. Ward against Blazek out to Keith. Keith cutting back inside. Pretty move for the score. At that same tier as Wing is.
Tough shot there.
Keith, deep three-pointer. And back up, though, off the air ball. Keith, end-to-end, the score, the shoot. Has it poked loose by Stutz, and coming away with it is Shaq Keith. One-on-one with Sutherland. And he's able to get that one to drop. Keith. Trying to work around traffic, that left-hand dribble, turn-around jumper, and he'll get it to drop. Nice shot.
Full advantage of that, blowing right down low, and eventually finding Whitfield in the low post.
Shaq Keith. Oh, nice pass inside for Giroux.
Shaq, one on the ground. And one, Shaq Keith kicks it out to Shaq in the corner. 3 ball is good for Windsor. Shaq Keith stays on the front court side, so it's not over and back. Shaq Keith one-on-one off glass, good to go. Tillo tips it, Shaq Keith on the run. Crosses over to the rack. And there he goes. Shaq Keith on the run. Alley-oop.
Here we go.
Shaq Keith with a 3, and it's a big shot. Shaq Keith looking down low. He's going to attack instead. Off the glass. Good. For 3. Shaq Keith with the offensive glass. And 1. And there's Shaq Keith. And 1.
This is Keith. He's played well so far. Nice spin around. Can he bury it? He does. And the bench erupts for Windsor. Both team in the foul line. Keith just taking it to the hoop. And a falling away reverse layup. It's good help by Johnson to cut off the back door from Keith. But now he's left alone. Again, that hang time so critical. Keith with a soft left-hander. Keith going down, working hard underneath. The spin move gets his position, his feet right. 7-0 lead here. And again, this is Keith from distance. He drains it.